Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Sport Aces podcast. I'm Chris Ortega,
Anthony Conti.
Tom Bucciferro.
and we have a special guest here to the left of me. Oh, man. Go ahead and introduce the people who you are.
Hello, everyone. I'm Molly Jacob.
Professional, man. Before we get started, yeah, straight to the point. But before we get started, go ahead and give us a follow on all our social media platforms. We are on Apple Podcasts and Spotify, along with YouTube. So go ahead, subscribe, follow us, give us 5 stars on all the platforms, and just follow us on Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter as well. So y'all can be up to date with all the content we posting. And along with that plug, how you feeling today?
I'm feeling great. Just recovering from this past crazy work week, but I'm young, so I have a lot of energy. That's what I keep telling myself.
Indeed, man. So, just tell the people, man, who is Molly Jacob? How can you describe yourself to the people who don't know you?
That's a great question. Who is Molly Jacob? I don't even know who Molly Jacob is. Molly Jacob is a junior here at Sacred Heart University studying sports communications and media with a minor in journalism. I love sports. I love the beach. I love hanging out with my friends. I love golden retrievers. And I specifically love football, baseball, basketball, all the good things. Right now, I work for the Yes Network and NBC Sports. And I'm just chasing a dream to be a sports reporter, and just working hard, losing sleep, and it's great. Honestly, I have no complaints.
Nice, man. So, how did you get connected with the Yes Network?
So I spend my summers in Milford, Connecticut, and I have a really great tight neighborhood there. And I remember telling one of my neighbors one day that I wanted to work in sports, and this was my sophomore year of college, and she had a friend that works for the Yes Network, so she was like, oh, reach out to her, here's her email and all this stuff. So I reached out, and it's nerve-wracking because I'm a sophomore in college with little to no experience in the industry, and so me reaching out was a big jump, but I kind of just had that inner feeling that, wait, this could lead to something good, because I'm a psychopath about my career. I'm so obsessed with it, and I'm willing to sacrifice everything for it, and I have learned that so far. And so I just knew that I was making a good decision for myself. So the woman reached back out to me. We had a Zoom meeting and automatically just connected. And she said that it would be a great opportunity for me to be a runner for the Yankees the next season. So this was the 2022 season. And so I started the day before opening day, which is they're called set days, obviously. Mm-hmm. And so that's just really where it all started. So I worked all Yankee games last season, all home Yankee games. And then I started to be a research assistant for them. So I go into the studio in Stamford, and I did some field producing for them because the people at the Yes Network are amazing. I love them so much. They're very empowering. They're very uplifting. They're great with advice, and they're willing to help me learn, which is something that I take all in because it's so important. I'm getting the best of both worlds, going to school, working in the industry, getting hands-on experience, watching the best people in the industry. It's been amazing. And I've also learned to kind of open my mind with it because obviously I have the passion to be a sports reporter, but there's so much in front of me every single day that I'm at work where I ask the audio people oh, what's that do? And I ask the utility people, it's everyone, it's a team effort in broadcasting, and you have to learn how to appreciate every single position. And that is something that I'm very thankful for because if I want to be talent, I want to be a nice talent. I don't want to be someone that's mean, because people work day in and day out in sports broadcasting. And like I said, you just really have to appreciate it all. So that's basically how I got connected with the Yes Network. And through networking all last season, I was able to get connected with NBC Sports. Basically, I love to talk. So if you want to network, talking is important, and just being a consistent, positive person will get you so far. And I'm naturally a positive person. I don't fake it. And that's what I think people noticed all last season. So they're willing to help me. So if you just go in with a consistent, positive smile, the people at Yankee Stadium call me Smiley, then they'll help you out. And that's how I got to NBC Sports, and that opened other doors. So it's just really like networking, being consistent, being inspiring and passionate, and it'll feed off on other people.
Random question. You said you had golden retrieve. You love golden retrievers. Do you own one?
I have 2.
Oh, what's their names?
So Mo, after Mariano Rivera, shout out first pitch yesterday for opening day.
Wow.
So yeah, Mo is 8 years old, and then we just got a puppy in February. Her name is Basil, after my dad's favorite bourbon, Basil Hayden. So
Aw.
yeah, she's really cute. She's probably about 30 pounds now, and I try to go home as much as I can just so I can like see her, because it's kind of hard being at school and knowing that there's a cute little puppy at home. So I make every excuse to go home. I'm only 30 minutes away, which is also part of the reason why I love Sacred Heart. So yeah, I love my 2 Goldens.
Nice, man. I know we have a couple Yankees fans here. I know we
Yep.
got one to the right of me.
Sure.
I know. Matter of fact, since you was at the game yesterday, what was it like yesterday, that opening day for the Yankees?
Yesterday was magical. I love opening day. I remember last season when it was like my first game ever. That was just like very overwhelming. There's like I remember standing on the field and just going like, whoa. And yesterday was the same effect, because it's that energy that the Yankees fan brings. And if you're a Yankee fan, you're a passionate one, whether you're just a bandwagon. Like if you're wearing that Yankee logo, like you are a part of a passionate franchise. So what's that face for?
No, because the day I was ready about to wear a Yankees hat today, but I was like, nah, I ain't gonna wear it. And I'm like, look at, I got Brooklyn net.
Yeah, that's a good one too.
Oh man.
But yeah, so yesterday, it's crazy. There's so many people there. Martha Stewart was there yesterday. Just like all these random people, and I'm there to work. So obviously I knew going into it I needed to be locked in. So I didn't really watch most of the game because I was, running around. I'm a runner. So I'm constantly on my feet. I'm constantly like trying to do things to help out the crew. So when I was doing something during the Aaron Judge home run, but when that happened, that was magical. That was spectacular. If he were to go up to the plate and do one thing, it would be to hit a home run. And since he's going into the season with so much priorities on his shoulders, I thought that was great. A great way to start off. And it kind of holds up to his expectations this season. So otherwise, opening day was great. I was so happy to see the crew, see all the wonderful people that work for the Yankees, because you're like a family. You're with them for 81 games when you go to Yankee Stadium during the season. So if you're going to want to have a good time, you want to, enjoy the people around you. So I say hi to my security guards. I say hi to the janitors. I say hi to everybody, because you're a family, and I loved it. It was like a family reunion. We kept saying it was like the first day of school.
Nah, I used to work in minor league baseball, so right now I like the Pittsburgh Pirates with the O'Neill Cruz, Kyle Mitchell. I witnessed them play in the single A, so it's interesting how opening day, no matter like major league, minor league, is still like a big thing, because I never realized like baseball is still like a big sport that everybody still loves.
Yeah, it used to be like the number 1 sport, but then football kind of overtook it. But I worked minor leagues too, and yeah, it's a little different, but it's still a good atmosphere.
Definitely is, man. It's definitely a great atmosphere. I know you burning a question.
Yeah, I gotta ask a little bit about the S Network. Who at the S Network do you think is the best person to work with? Not that they're not all good, but who's like your favorite person to go to?
Oh boy. Okay. I love all the talent. I love all the producers. I love literally everybody, because they're all just so amazing. And the Yes Network's like a family. But it would probably be my production manager.
Okay.
Her and I are
Nice.
really close.
You want to give her a shout out?
Yeah, Heather, love you. She's the best. Because she is obviously the person that she's like my boss. Like she's like my go-to person. And so she's just from day one, when I was emailing her right here in Martiri, literally I got butterflies because, I see her name show up and I'm like, oh my God, this is happening. And I remember she would send smiley faces, and that was just so comforting, because I knew that I was going into a very important job, and she makes me feel like a human, because this job could be annoying. Like she's like, oh, can you go scrub those floors? But with a smile on her face, like she's a good person. She's a great boss, and she inspires me. She's one of my role models.
Nice, nice, man. If the Yes Network is listening to this, y'all can just add to your podcast platform. We would love it. We'll give y'all good traction here at college level. But that don't blood. You know me, Tom. I got promote us some way,
You
shape,
gotta
or form.
promote. I'll talk
God.
to Yankees 24/7 if they want.
Yeah.
Well, now
you
we got Deion Sanders. You got the Yes Network. Who you
Plug in
wanna go with?
everybody.
Look, man. Look, we're gonna get heard somewhere. Somebody's gonna listen
Someone's
to
gonna
this
do
and
it.
give us a chance.
Hey man,
I love watching like the TikToks of Deion Sanders and like everything.
I follow like his son media platform on YouTube, and like I
Yeah.
really like how like every day you watching like the behind the scenes of like Deion Sanders and the
Mhm.
Colorado football team. I think a lot of people starting to like once you start to watch it, you start to look at him like, you know what? It's not like you start to see like he's really building everything from the ground up with Colorado, and
Oh, hell
like
yeah.
it gets you excited for the upcoming season. And he's like the only spring game that got sold out tickets. Like,
Mhm. He always knows what to say, and for him to not let his players wear a number during practice because they have to earn it, he's a mastermind of football,
yeah,
and those players are lucky to have him.
nah. Imagine Coach Nove did that. Like nobody's not getting a number.
You gotta earn your
You
number.
gotta earn your number. I'm like, oh my god, you about to have
It's incentives, bro.
that Sims. That brings a certain mindset to
That's a
the team.
smart way to coach.
Yeah.
No, cause it gets the players to really be competitive in practice instead of
Mhm.
like they just coming in knowing like I'm gonna get number one and
You
nobody's
know,
not gonna get
you know
it.
the motto, bro. Play hard, practice harder.
This is true.
Yeah. The practice should be harder than the game.
Well, this is completely like off topic, but I saw this video the other day about NBA injuries, right? How so many guys are getting hurt all the time. And I think it was, I don't know who it said it, but one pro made a point that the players don't practice as hard as they used to. Like they go in there and like they fuck around. Like, they
Talk
don't-
about practice.
Man,
Yeah, exactly.
yeah.
They don't practice hard, so they go into the game with not a lot of reps. So
Mhm.
then they're coming in and they're like tweaking,
Yeah.
like KD and warm ups, bro. Like, come on.
Nah, but like you ever seen that clip that went viral with Kobe Bryant practice? Like that clip of him in practice. I don't know if y'all.
Oh, with him
seen-
Like,
talking
just-
shit to his teammates.
Oh
Yeah.
my God.
Yeah, of course.
I was like this.
It was such
That's
a
the
booty
Why do you
type of
Why do you think
practice
Lakers
I
won
love.
5 championships, bro?
That's the type of practice I want to be in. If I'm playing and there's a teammate like that,
Well, that's why it's the
bring
same
that
thing. With,
energy in the practice.
that's what
'cause,
Jordan did too.
Yeah, it's nothing personal. It's practice. Like
No, with Jordan it was personal.
Yeah.
but
but
that
his
was just
mentality.
his
though, it's
mentality
up
was
there.
everything's gonna be personal.
Jordan's mentality is this.
Well, I mean, Kobe just adopted it.
Yeah,
Kobe, yeah.
Kobe
I
wanted.
mean,
to
Kobe
be
is baby Jordan.
Mhm.
He
Yeah.
is.
But practice is what builds a chemistry with a team. So if you're
Exactly.
not going to be willing to put in the work before you get on the court with all the lights and the fans, like, how are you just expecting to be perfect? And that's with anything, honestly. Like,
Yeah.
being a reporter, like, you got to have reps and reps and reps. You can't just go out in front of a camera and be like, oh, I'm perfect. That's not how life works.
nah. I think a lot of people fail to realize that, especially like even in college when people be thinking, "Oh, I'm gonna be a report like sports analyst like Stephen A." I'm like, it's
Well,
not
it's-
easy.
It's like with Sports Buzz, right? We started at the beginning. I mean, not that they were bad, but now if you look at it, it's completely different.
Yeah.
Like just because of all the reps we've done.
Nah,
Like
that's
I know
the
me
thing.
personally, I've done like probably like 20 of them, and the one that we did last night was easily the best one I've done.
Nah, I wasn't even there. I wish I was there to witness it.
We went so quick, bro. We
Yeah,
one
she-
take everything. It
Yeah,
was
Shannon
great.
told me I
That's
was like,
good.
It was great. It's perfect.
nah, man.
But yeah, well, what she said is completely true.
Nah, I ain't gonna lie though. It's crazy because like the first day I met Molly, it was last year. I don't know if it was football season. It was some season where I met and it was like you on the sideline. I'm like, call you little Aaron Andrews. I'm like,
She's my person.
little Aaron Andrews. What who gave her that nickname? It was like lacrosse. Then we did it. I was like,
Yes, you were
Damn.
my he was my first cameraman
I
on
was
the
like, damn.
sidelines.
I was like, damn, she sound pretty good. I'm like, wait, what year is this? It was like, she's like, yeah, she's just sophomore. I'm like, doing all this. I'm like, I've met a lot of people. A lot of people is not that good in front of the
Thank
camera.
you.
So it's just crazy. Oh,
I'm like my biggest critics because I watch my videos and I'm like, ooh, like, I beat myself up,
Yeah.
but it's a learning process. Like I'm probably gonna do that no matter where I am in my career.
So we got to talk about the NFL, and let me ask you this question: how you feel about Daniel Jones as a Giants fan?
I like the growth that Daniel Jones had this season. I think he and our offensive coordinator really clicked, and I'm glad that he's staying because Daniel Jones had 4 different offensive coordinators in his 4th season. So how are you expecting a player to be able to connect with the playbook and everything when it's just changing every season? And so I think now that Wink is staying and everything, I think it's going to be good for him. And I think that Daniel Jones is a hard worker. I'm happy that he's still in that Giants uniform, and I think that he's going to bring good things to our team. And I'm not even trying to be biased. Like I said, I'm a positive person. I wish the best for everybody. So I think that he's a good runner. I think he's passionate. He could throw the ball when he's got good receivers, and he's made a lot of growth. So,
No, I really feel like he has a coach now, so that's the positive aspect. But do y'all think he's worth that much money y'all paid him? Like, be honest, it's okay, because I felt the same way when they paid Zeke. And I was like, yo, Zeke is not worth that money.
you're right, but
We cut him now.
I think Daniel Jones has a better mindset than Zeke.
Just know, if Daniel Jones fuck up any of these 4 years, or he have trash 2 years,
There'll be memes.
it's gonna be
There'll
memes.
be memes.
Yeah.
It's gonna be so. It's
Well, I
just-
mean, if you look at the contracts, I mean, that's what he was gonna get that.
Yeah, he was going to get that no matter
Well,
what.
plus, if you add incentives, then yeah, I could see that.
No,
But-
but he's gonna get that
I
regardless.
mean, it's just the QB market.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Big
The
money
market
to
is
make sure.
ridiculous, man.
Yeah. Speaking of the market, man, when is the Ravens gonna make this decision?
Well, did you?
Oh my
Like,
gosh.
him and Lamar, because Lamar is like tweet on Twitter.
Well, you
at
saw
this
that.
point-
You saw what I sent you before, right?
Yeah.
They're looking for receivers now. They're like, oh shit, Lamar's
Yeah.
leaving. Let's get some receivers.
How do you guys feel
Now.
about NFL athletes just going to Twitter to announce these things and stir up drama?
I mean, I think
Good
they
for the
trying to.
league.
It's good
Yeah.
for the league. It's like a buzz year round because now we seeing it like, oh, these guys is feeling some type of way about the organization. Now we witnessing firsthand, like they have send a tweet and then delete it, and then somebody screenshot it.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, oh,
Well,
we
yeah,
caught
because
you.
if you're put yourself in Lamar's shoes, right? Are you gonna go in front of the media and want to answer a bunch of questions? Like, no, you're not. You're just gonna put it on Twitter.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's true. And at least
tied-
it's
yeah.
like you're not twisting his words. Like this is what he
Exactly.
said in print.
and he did put a website out for everybody to stay up to date about him. I was like, look at that
Look at that marketing.
marketing.
Yeah, because like I said, if you're
Loves it.
if you're Lamar Jackson, you're the top free agent right now. Why would you want to go in front of the media? They're just gonna twist your words.
True.
They'd be like, "Oh, Lamar said this. Oh, he's leaving the Ravens." Doesn't mean shit.
Nah,
dude.
man, it's just. I
social
just feel
media,
like,
dude.
yeah, I think
Social
and
media
it's been like
itself,
that.
man.
Even when Twitter first started, and then you had the Ocho. You know, Chad Johnson was the first one on Twitter voicing.
Oh, I love Chad
Live his
Johnson.
opinions. I
He's
love
hilarious.
his.
He's
He's
hilarious.
by far my favorite
He was a
guy to
baller.
follow on Twitter.
You ever
baller,
see the
too.
stuff he says? He's like, yeah, go eat McDonald's.
That's
He
crazy.
generally promotes McDonald's as healthy for
His
athletes.
his mic'd up moments are some of my favorites.
Yeah,
Like I could just watch a compilation of just his mic'd up moments.
indeed.
I love Mike's up.
So, like, since y'all paid Daniel Jones this money, do y'all think y'all gonna keep Saquon next year?
I trust our front office, and I know that all the tradings and all the signings that we've had in this offseason, I approve them. So I want to keep Saquon, and I think Saquon wants to stay. So I don't know, because money's hard. Money's hard to deal with. So I trust that they're gonna play it smart.
I think it depends how this season goes for him.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say that.
He's gonna get.
He's
paid wherever
injury
he
prone.
leaves.
Yeah, 'cause I feel like this past season, I'm gonna be honest. I felt like if he didn't perform as good as he did this past season, oh, they was gonna let Burrow walk.
Hmm.
They was gonna let him walk.
Yeah.
But I was like, look at
I mean,
Saquon.
if
Well,
Yeah,
this is his first
hurt
healthy.
again,
This
yeah.
is his
first healthy, yeah.
Right. Yeah, because he's always had the ankle issues, knee injuries, and it's never ending. So that's why the inconsistency. You're not going to
Yeah.
want to pay a player like that. So I think if he has a good season, then
Yeah, if he can string back-to-back good seasons together, there's no reason why they won't keep him. They're not gonna pay him.
Well,
like,
someone will pay him what he wants.
Exactly.
Somewhere
Someone-
will he get paid.
someone is
It's
gonna
just a matter
pay
if
him.
it's the
Where?
Giants or not.
where would that be?
I mean, I'd love to see him in Buffalo.
You know, that's a
Not for
great
the
question.
Jets, but Buffalo.
Why would you speak that into existence?
Because it makes too much sense. It just
Y'all need to
bro.
y'all need to figure out if Aaron Rodgers even coming to the Jets.
Oh my gosh.
don't
I
have-
know.
We don't have an answer for you.
Because
don't have an answer.
I think
Are you
Odell
a
not
Jet fan?
Yes.
both Jets fans
Me
and
and
Cowboys fans, so it's even funnier doing this podcast. 'Cause we got two teams
You know,
that's
dude,
just in agony.
I'm getting hassled by my friends every day.
Oh, every
Yeah,
every day.
because it's like, bro,
This-
when are you gonna make
my
a
friend sent me
decision?
my
Like,
friend sent
it's
me a thing this
annoying me.
morning. Oh, when's Aaron Rodgers gonna sign? I'm like, I don't know. Talk to the Packers.
But he wouldn't say that on the Pat McAfee show, like if he wasn't legit about it.
Oh no, he
You
wants
know?
to come.
He
to the
wants to
Jets.
It's
come, but it's just I
compensation.
want to know what's the holdup because it's like
I don't wanna-
What's the whole?
But
We're
the
gonna
Packers
pay
are
this
the
man
holdup.
so much money, man.
Jesus,
He's gonna be the highest paid quarterback in the league.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna tell you
Yeah.
this.
He makes 50 and a half.
All I'm gonna say is
He's gonna make
man,
60 with us probably.
All I'm gonna say is I'm gonna
What
say
would you do with that money? That's
last time
Oh my
last
gosh.
time y'all had a old Packers
Yeah, we don't want to
quarterback,
talk about it,
we
bro.
just gonna go back.
We don't want
If
to
you
talk
don't,
about
if you
it.
don't do good,
He choked
y'all heard it
out
here
the-
first. Y'all heard it here first.
Hey, listen, Brett Favre was a Pro Bowler with us.
Here's my question. If Aaron Rodgers were to go to the Jets, you're going to have temporary success. He's not going to stay for
Correct.
more than like
Talk
3
about it.
seasons.
Talk about it.
100%
So,
correct.
like,
Talk
do you
about it.
want that? What are you building?
No, we didn't. We've been at this for months.
Like,
We-
what are you building if he's only there? Say you win a Super Bowl.
We
Woohoo! Once he
won't.
leaves, what's next? What's
Exactly.
there left?
Well,
Boom.
this is the
We
Jets,
won't.
but this is the Jets' vision, right? Okay.
Yeah.
We get Rodgers,
I love this.
and he develops Wilson. That's their
what,
vision.
That's what they want. and
That's
it's
their vision,
angering.
though. But in the reality of the situation, Zach Wilson is not a pro-ready quarterback.
He's a bust. He's
Yeah,
like, he's not
yes,
going to do
You're
anything.
still believing in Zach Wilson. It's crazy.
What he does, yes.
I wish we would release
This
him.
is Woody.
I wish we would just throw him to the road.
And
Be
there
like, go to
goes
the
that
XFL.
first round pick.
Go to the
Waste.
Oh
XFL.
my god.
Go to the XFL. Go.
There was
You
a-
know, that wouldn't be a bad idea for him.
Exactly.
That's where he
He can rebuild his
belongs.
career.
He has no
He can
career.
rebuild
He has
his
no
career.
Oh no. Zach Wilson said he's gonna make it harder for Aaron
Yeah,
Rodgers.
he says, I'm gonna give that guy hell in practice. And then
Yeah.
it's Aaron Rodgers. What are you gonna do?
Throw
Yeah, what
picks.
if what if Zach
Defense
Wilson?
practice.
What if Zach
What
Wilson
is
really
Zach
showed?
Wilson?
That's just a fine line of respect. Like, if you have Aaron Rodgers coming to your team, like, you should learn from him and you should embrace all the talent that he has to offer.
Exactly.
No,
This
you
is
know
Zach
what?
Wilson.
You
He
know
thinks
what?
the best things
I
since sliced
want
bread.
Yeah, that's true.
Hard Knocks to go back
They
to
will.
New York.
They're going.
so I can watch it and love watching.
not
it.
gonna watch
You're just gonna send us
No.
pics of him throwing.
Oh,
I'm
my
not gonna
God.
watch it.
I'm gonna watch it.
He's
I'm
gonna be
not
throwing
watching.
interceptions all
Oh
practice.
my god, it's gonna be so.
Well, because
funny.
he said that
Said that months
statement.
ago.
He said that in January before Rodgers was even.
He said that
a
before
thing.
he even got like benched. He was like mid-season saying that, like he knew he was dead.
Well, he deserves to be benched.
He
He
deserves to be
deserves.
cut.
He deserves because for some reason, God knows why, the Jets think that he's going to be the
Well,
next guy.
It's Woody, because Woody had the quote saying he's gonna be QB2.
Well, like she said, how long do we really have Rodgers for? Maximum
2
3
years.
seasons. Maximum 3.
2.
2, yes. 2 is more realistic, but maximum 3. Because if you're the Jets, Lamar Jackson's on the board.
Oh, yeah,
Plot
no,
twist.
No.
we've been
Plot twist, he only stays there for 1 year, and then y'all
Right.
fucked up.
Bro, he
crying
will
for
stay.
Lamar.
You know, honestly, he will stay there for 1 season. Knowing our luck,
probably.
Yeah.
we'll
like
have a
recommend
Rams
me.
type of situation. We're gonna go all in and then we'll somehow make it pretty far in the playoffs, and then we'll be back to trash for the next
As a
10
Jets fan, what are your goals for next season?
playoffs at least.
Yeah.
Minimum.
First round,
First
at
round?
least.
That's a minimum, to be honest.
Realistically, I'm gonna say this: if we get Odell is super interested in joining the Jets as well.
But
When Rodgers comes.
When
but
Rodgers
when
comes.
Rodgers comes,
So if we
that's
get
what
Odell
said.
Beckham, we have Garrett Wilson,
Odell.
Alan Lazard, Odell Beckham. No more Elijah Moore. Corey Davis is gone.
Brees.
Cut him.
Brees Hall.
Brees is back. We have Uzama, Conklin. Our defense is solid.
There's not much stopping.
Because when we get Rodgers, 13 is gone. 13 pick is gone. There's no way we get to keep that.
Mhm.
They're gonna be like,
I know it.
the Packers are gonna be like, we're gonna take your first rounds.
They're being
So they're gonna
nice.
take all of our picks. They're gonna take they're gonna take more picks from us.
all the cash.
Just for 2 seasons of a 40-year-old Aaron Rodgers. This is where we're at this point because we've waited so damn long. All the good
and
quarterbacks.
because we told
toast.
everybody what we're doing. We're literally
Well, because
telegraphing it.
even Derek Carr knew. He knew that we didn't want him. We've been over this.
Woody
But
Johnson,
he's
man.
fucking stupid. Derek
Yeah.
Carr was like, "Oh, I felt like a second option."
Yeah, that's all.
Derek
Yeah,
Carr is
that's
a
true.
better long-term option for us than Aaron Rodgers. Everybody's a better long-term
You
option.
know what's so
than
sad?
Ah,
Because this is going to be me in the next year or two when we come to Dak Prescott. If he don't do shit these next 2 to 3 years.
no, you guys are fine.
The NFC's easy.
You guys are super fine.
You'll be fine.
The NFC
You'll make
has
the
one.
playoffs.
The
I
NFC
just
has
wanna-
like two good quarterbacks.
No, guys. I just want to get to the conference championship.
You can't.
game.
You're not
Yeah.
beating the 49ers,
all
bro.
I want to do.
But you're
I
not
don't
beating.
give a damn about. I'm okay with not making the Super Bowl,
No,
but can we
you
get
can.
to the conference
Your
championship
road is a lot
game?
easier than ours.
So I can say we went further at least.
Yeah, think about the
Damn
competition.
it.
Think about the competition in the NFC.
Jalen Hurts-
Eagles are gonna go not win as many games because they lost a bunch of defensive.
I'm gonna still put a question
They
mark
kept
there.
Jason Kelsey, which is nice.
I'm gonna still keep a
Yeah,
question mark there
It's
because
a
they
big, it's a big question mark, right?
yeah.
But the 49ers are the top dog in the NFC, in my opinion.
They've
But, like,
always been. They've
who's
always
their
been so
QB?
consistent.
Yeah.
Who's their QB?
Who cares? It doesn't matter who
They'll
they
be
put
fine,
back there.
but, like,
They could
who
put
is
me
it?
back there and they'll still go
Oh,
11 and
shit.
6.
Yeah.
Shit.
No, their defense is
Serious.
unstoppable.
Yes.
He wants a contract.
Who?
He wants a contract. He wants to be the quarterback.
Yo, Kyle Shanahan, we got a
him up.
quarterback here.
It was a hypothetical, but like
He's his
I'm
agent.
saying, I'm saying I could literally, I'd go back there and we'd still go positive. That's how good they are.
No, I just feel like when I look at the playoffs, I mean, look at the road of the playoffs. Of course, you got the 49ers, the Eagles.
But then it's you.
But then,
guys.
yeah, then it's literally the Cowboys.
Who else?
But it's
Like,
always no, but it's
Vikings?
always
Vikings
always
have no
surprise
defense.
teams because every year when we said these are the three
Honestly,
teams,
Loki the Lions, bro.
the Lions is loading
Yeah.
up too now.
Yeah, they're
Let's
on the
not
come up.
forget.
Someone has to come out of the South. They'll be terrible, but someone has to. It
It'll be the
could be the Saints.
Fat Panthers.
I
We
think
make a case for
I
You can make
everybody.
a case for each team.
it's gonna be this. I can see the Saints because the Saints will still try and make it barely in there.
They just keep pushing the cap.
But
down
let's
the
not
road.
forget you still got
Their
the
cap
Panthers who
Yeah.
got the first pick. Yo, overall, I don't know if y'all watch Anthony Richardson Pro Day. Look pretty good.
Everyone looks good. Though.
It looks good against Air.
Everyone looks good.
Looks
Everyone
Oh,
looks-
is that the Florida State? Quarterback?
University.
Florida. Oh, yeah. He looks really good. They were saying that he might go to the Ravens.
The Jets met with Richardson.
Or-
Not that
or
it'll
Seattle,
happen.
Seattle.
Not that it'll happen,
I'm
but they
be
met with them.
honest.
Don't give
If
me
you go
hope
to
like
Seattle.
that.
Oh,
Don't give me hope like that, bro.
what?
He goes, the Jets met with Richardson. I'm like, don't give
They
me
did.
hope, bro.
They did.
They met with who?
They met with Richardson.
Honestly, you know what? I don't want him because if we get him, he's gonna suck. Because
Did he only
Jesus.
start, like, doesn't he only have like 13
games under his belt,
starts?
which
Yeah.
is
he looked like
more
shit.
than most college QBs play around 25 to 30 games before they go to
Yeah.
the NFL. 13
Well,
games of
Do you
experience.
see how jacked Will Levis
But
is?
guarantee he is jacked.
Yeah, he's ridiculous.
But the thing with Richardson is he plays in the SEC, which is probably the best football conference.
Yeah.
No
So
question.
that does help him a lot coming in.
I mean, when I look at the mock draft, I mean, with Carolina, it's like
It's Stroud or Young for me.
Well,
man.
I think it's gonna be Stroud more so than anything.
Stroud is the most pro-ready
Yeah.
quarterback.
What
I
about
think-
Bryce Young?
His height is going to be the question. Like, even though we do have short quarterbacks in the league,
because
it's just
because
kind
of
of
Kyler
like,
Murray's recent flaws.
and then
Everyone's like,
and
"Oh, short
Baker,
quarterbacks
and
can't succeed."
Baker and Baker.
But Russell Wilson was a 9-time Pro Bowl before this last year. He made the Pro Bowl every single season of his career till last season.
Wait, off the top of question, do y'all think Russell Wilson was a system quarterback?
No,
No.
this year they're gonna be good. Mark my words. She don't believe
Sean
in me. She
Payton.
don't believe.
I mean, I trust Sean Payton, so.
Okay, all right, because I was just wondering, like,
I mean, I will say this: Pete Carroll is a phenomenal coach.
Yeah, he is.
Look at what he did this year.
Still going at it. Isn't he like 70-something years old?
Look at him this year. Geno Smith coming in. Nobody thought he was going to be good, and then he broke
I
the
like Geno
franchise
Smith.
record for
Yeah.
passing yards in a season.
yeah, that's crazy.
Like, granted, he has DK Metcalf and Tyler Lockett. who
Shout
are
out to Gino,
great.
man.
Yeah.
You know what?
I like
When we
Geno. I
drafted
liked
him, I was so excited because I remember the game that he threw 7 touchdowns. I was like, oh my god, we got this guy.
Yeah,
Like, we have hope.
Well,
And then we
that's what-
sucked.
We got him in the second round.
We got him 39th
we knew,
overall.
We knew something was
yeah.
wrong because
Well-
everyone passed him.
well, no, it was just because
Maybe he just needed 10 years to develop.
Well, no, it's just because at the time, I think that was like a bad year
Well,
for quarterbacks.
We're coming.
Yeah.
So in that draft,
Yeah.
we were coming out of a Tebow year, right?
Yeah.
We had Tebow the year before, so we were like in quarterback hell, like we always are,
Yeah.
because we had Tebow, so we got rid of him because he sucked. So we were like, we had a second. I don't know who we used our first round pick on that year. I'm not gonna remember. It was 2013.
Nah, but I would say
Was it Calvin Pryor?
It might have been. It was either like Calvin Pryor.
Calvin Pryor was such a bust,
Or like
man.
Sheldon Richardson.
He came out of
maybe.
Louisville, and we really thought the only good person from Louisville is Lamar Jackson.
Nah, but I remember that year because the weakness was they was questioning his arm because
Who, Gino?
because that year he had Bailey and Tavon Austin. That was your
Yeah.
offense, and like you was explosive in West Virginia in the Big 12 where they didn't have a good year that year, his senior year. So it was kind of like
He had a good year though.
passing wise because it was just gaudy numbers. It was they threw over like 4,200 yards. In
He had like
Big
the
12.
most touchdowns or something like that. He had
Yeah,
the
like-
highest touchdowns.
Yeah, West Virginia was like pretty good.
It was Sheldon Richardson.
Oh, that was the Sheldon Richardson year. Oh yeah,
Sheldon
now I
Richardson.
remember. He was good for us for like 2 years, and then
He was
just
good.
completely fell off the face of the earth.
There isn't even a QB in the first round.
He was the first quarterback taken that draft. That's right.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, who do y'all want to draft? Who the Giants draft?
Well, we got some good wide receivers through free agency, like Paris Campbell wearing 0. I love that. I don't know. I mean, we got the tight ends. I would say probably just keep building our defense.
I like it.
Nah.
Probably more corners.
Yeah, they gave Waller or not Waller. They got Waller.
We got Waller.
They gave Jones some weapons. So yeah.
Yeah, like offensively, I think we have stuff to work with. So I think it's just building our defense and being more consistent on the D line, adding more weapons in the backfield. I think will be nice.
Yeah, Saquon needs a more reliable backup.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, that too.
Wayne Gallman's not gonna do it. Is that who they have now?
I want to say it was Matt Breida.
Oh yeah, it is Matt Breida.
What do you guys think the
Bruce.
protocol is for Baker Mayfield with the Bucks?
He's gonna start.
He has to.
Who are they gonna put out there? Not
I
putting.
mean,
out
they
Kyle
could.
Trask.
I mean, the Bucks could
They
just
could win
go
the
for
division.
fucking Lamar and just say fuck it.
They're not even in the
I
conversation.
know.
though.
Yeah.
Well, they said
Which
that
is
was a
cra-
fifth destination, but
Because the Buccaneers don't have any money.
Yeah,
man.
they
have,
No.
they really
they're
don't.
So Brady's their biggest earner this year.
and he's not even playing.
He's just sitting on his couch.
Wait, so
Brady-
he's taking the season, like the year off before he goes to Fox, right? He's doing Fox in 2024.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
he can't start his contract yet because he's still under contract with the Bucks. He's
Oh.
making $35 million this
Yeah, then
year.
he's
To
gonna
do
be making-
nothing.
and then he's
To
gonna
be
be
a parent.
making.
Finally,
Pretty
to be a
lit.
parent.
Pretty lit.
That man lost his family for his
Yeah, and
last
then
year.
he's
It's
gonna
crazy.
be making
Lose the
what,
Cowboys.
$300 million or 10 years,
Something like that.
for Fox.
Crazy
Crazy.
money.
Yeah, so we're gonna go through this mock draft, and I want to get your opinions on.
Is this a new one?
Yeah, this is CBS.
Oh, I was looking at that one yesterday.
CBS,
I mean,
the update.
I do have something on the Panthers. Do you remember Thomas Davis, the linebacker?
Mhm.
Yes.
I saw he quoted saying that there are people in the organization who like Richardson.
I've been saying it since day one. He's a good fit.
It's
Richardson, the
crazy.
Panthers.
Man, 'cause they trying to
I
compare
sent
him.
you guys the other day.
They trying to compare him to Cam Newton.
I was just about to bring it up. I sent you
They
guys the
tryna
other
compare
day.
him to Cam Newton.
Cam Newton. There ain't 32 guys better than me. Still says that.
I'm back.
No, wait.
Yeah, back on the
Wait a
bench.
minute, wait a minute. Wait a minute.
God,
Did y'all? I don't know if that episode released on the Pivot when he said that, and Shannon was like this. Cam, come on.
He said it.
Yeah,
He's
yeah,
like,
yeah.
he's like, you really believe that? He's like,
Like we seen you in New England, we seen you back in Carolina. Are you serious?
Really?
he's like, you're trash. He basically said you're trash.
When you tell another athlete you're trash, it's crazy.
Hey, listen, love the confidence, but like it's not gonna
It's
go
not
anywhere
it,
on the
fam.
field.
It's not it, champ. Not it.
You're not him.
All right, man.
anymore.
Carolina again. Bryce Young, C.J. Stroud to the Texans.
Sure.
Will Anderson going to the Cardinals.
Makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Colts get Anthony Richardson.
Interesting.
Seattle get Tyree Wilson.
Okay.
Detroit get Jalen Carter.
Oh my God, that would be so nasty.
I mean, you know,
Hutchinson and Carter.
I saw the Raiders.
you know
took
Dan
Kurt,
Campbell. You know
bro.
Dan Campbell loves some trouble guys.
Bro, Hutchinson and Carter.
Yeah, that'd be
That's
ridiculous.
nasty, dude.
The Raiders get Christian Gonzalez. Oh man, I wish he could afford us. I love that guy.
It's not happening.
He's going top 10.
Lucas Van Ness going to Atlanta. Then we got Paris Johnson Jr. going to the Bears at 9. Nolan Smith to the Eagles.
Oh, I want
That'd
Nolan
be a
Smith.
big
Nolan
pickup.
Smith flew.
I want him.
Oh, the Titans getting Will Levis, another quarterback.
They should draft a quarterback.
Yeah,
Really cool. It's kind of
that's crazy.
They're
Texans
not
get
gonna
Jackson Smith, Nick Jigba for
That would
12.
be so sick for Stroud.
You guys get Pierce Skoronski.
I mean, that's if we have the pick.
We're not having the pick. We just give it to the Packers.
I want to have the pick, but they're not gonna.
Well, actually, I hope we don't get the deal done till the draft's over. But then they're gonna be like, "Yo, give
We're
us
going
the
next
pick."
year.
Give
Honestly,
us
at that point, we can give them next year's.
We're giving up our future anyway. Just keep
That's
it.
crazy.
Just
New England get Devon Witherspoon from Illinois at cornerback. Michael Mayer, tight end from Notre Dame, going to
Wow,
Green Bay.
15.
Yeah.
he's really good though.
He's good. Yeah, I just didn't
Let's
expect the tight
see.
end to go
Tampa
that high.
Bay, well, the Commanders at 16 get Broderick Jones.
We need him. If we still have 13, we should take him.
17, I would love to see this happening. Steelers get Joey Porter Jr. Cause you know that'd be
His dad. Went
Yeah,
there,
that would be amazing.
that would
to
be
see.
perfect for them too.
Let's see. Detroit get Darnell Washington, Georgia.
Darnell
Tight-
Washington's a first round now.
Yeah,
He moved up that high.
yeah,
These Georgia guys.
Damn.
yeah.
He's nice though. Like he's a good blocker.
The Bucks get Osiris Torrance, interior offensive lineman for Florida.
Yeah.
20, Seattle get Jordan Addison.
Oh my
21,
God, put Addison in
Miles
that wide receiver core.
Miles Murphy going to the Chargers at 21.
That's a good.
Zay Flowers, wide receiver from Boston College, go to Baltimore. Minnesota
Zay
get
Flowers is good.
Deontay Banks, cornerback from Maryland. Jacksonville get Drew Sanders from Arkansas. Oh, Quentin Johnston, wide receiver from TCU, going to the Giants. That's what they got y'all predicted. Get that'd be a
That'd be a good one.
Man,
good
this
size.
Is so
Good size on
There we
the
go.
outside. He could be the outside guy.
This is so different than the last one.
It is.
Yeah.
They got us getting Bijan Robinson
Oh my God.
at
this is-
26.
Get away.
You definitely wrote that single
No.
piece in.
No.
You definitely wrote that in.
He wants
Yeah.
Bijan.
Guys, if we get Bijan, I'm okay with that. Okay.
I know.
As long as he doesn't go to the Bills, okay?
Yeah.
Bijan, you'll be doing some backflips.
Nah, could have been.
building.
The Bills getting Brian Breesy.
Tight
He
end.
slid a lot.
Nah, he
Yeah.
did. Yo, fun fact: do y'all know his sister played for Mount St. Mary's last year? She was a bucket. Like she was getting buckets against us last year. I remember that game. I was like, damn,
What
who's that?
conference are they in now?
Who Mount St. Mary?
Yeah, they're not in ours anymore.
No, that's a good question. I don't even know.
Did they move down or up?
I think they probably moved up or down. I'm not sure. I gotta look that up.
I'll find out.
Darnell White going to the Bengals. New Orleans get Casey, the D tackle from Pittsburgh. The Eagles get Brian Branch at 30. Then in the first
Fell down
round,
far,
Mozzie Smith, D lineman from Michigan, going to Kansas City.
That is so significantly different than the one we went over like
They-
2 weeks ago.
All I-
They did like the whole
It's
middle.
'cause of
Well, it's also
pro-
because of the free agency and like all the signings and
The
everything.
pro
so.
days too.
All I
Yeah.
gotta say is, man, come on, B. John. We appreciate you here, man. You went to Texas.
Bro,
You
get
can
out
throw
of
on
here.
that star on the side of your head, baby.
Get
Come
out.
on, man. Just join us.
Speaking of pro day, you mentioned we have some Sacred Heart kids. That was at
Yes.
UConn's pro day.
Yes. I ain't gonna lie. I'm really excited to see where these guys go.
Me too. I hope it's something like especially Rob Denota. I think that I think
That might be.
I
good,
hope the
dog.
best for him.
I mean,
I
they could
think-
be
matter of
undrafted
fact-
free agent.
He should go to the Jets. He could be y'all next Wayne Krubat. Yeah. Yeah.
Wow, you pulled out some knowledge right
Yeah.
there.
Y'all thought I didn't know?
Krubat.
Y'all didn't think I knew about that? Yeah. Come
He
on.
was our best receiver. For
That's
a
crazy.
while.
That's crazy how he was the
For a while.
undrafted
Don
guy.
Maynard too, though.
And like he was
Probably the best shit of all time. Don Maynard.
it's crazy how he was on the same team with Keyshawn Johnson. He was
He
more
was-
popular than the #1 pick. It's funny as hell.
Because Keyshawn was a bust for us. Let's be real.
He
He's
had
such
like,
a crybaby. He was such a crybaby to me.
I mean,
Keyshawn was a bust for us,
he was a
though.
cowboy.
Yeah, but
Keyshawn
like,
hopped around everywhere.
yeah, but
Keyshawn
like,
hopped around on like the hype of college. Like he
Yo.
was good. He was good, but like he didn't live up to a #1 pick hype.
He was
You
he was
didn't
a
really
wide. That's
have
the
some
last time a
interesting
wide
people.
receiver is going #1.
It's like the last time anyone like a non QB.
Well, it's
pick-
either like
Mhm.
O tackle, D lineman, or quarterback that goes
Yeah.
1 every year.
Yeah.
I remember when y'all get Chad Pennington. That was a
He was solid.
he was
yeah.
good.
He was our best. He's our best quarterback
Yeah.
we've had.
And then
No,
y'all
like ever.
Then y'all said fuck him for
Possibly.
Brett Favre.
I'm sorry. It's either him or Vinny.
Yo, question: what would y'all do if Zach Wilson got traded to another team and y'all?
I'd be
play
be
against
ecstatic.
No, but then y'all
I
play
would
against
buy
Zach
his
Wilson.
plane
And Zach
ticket.
Wilson go crazy against y'all.
That
a
would
great
just be
question.
Oh
that would
my
just be the
fucking-
Jets. That would just be the most
I
Jets
would
thing I've
laugh.
ever
This
seen.
is true.
Cause Chad Pennington did that when he went to the Dolphins, and that shit was hilarious.
Well, because we
Sure.
didn't want to pay him, so we just left.
They
That's
just
crazy.
wanted Brett Favre.
If you, because you
typical
said the
Jets.
term like, oh, that's just the Jets. If someone were to pick an NFL team and they were to pick the Jets, what's the first thing that you would tell them that they should expect?
Disappointment.
Disappointment.
Disappointment. Every
Signing a
single year.
contract. In order to be a Jets fan, you must embrace disappointment.
Yeah.
Sign here.
The last time I was happy was 2011.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and we lost to Peyton, and then the big.
I was
bang.
happy. I was happy at week 12 this year. We
Mm-hmm.
were 7-4.
Last time I smiled as a Jets fan is when we beat New England that year.
Oh, that was awesome.
Last
The
time
year
we
with
beat them.
Ryan
Ryan
Fitzpatrick
Fitzpatrick.
was our quarterback, and we had Brandon Marshall who broke our receiving record.
Him and Decker both went for like 1,300
Nice.
B Marsh went for 1,500,
and like 12 TDs.
and then he
Then
fell
he
off
dipped.
the next year.
He was in the Giants.
so
He forgot how
hard.
to
He
play.
fell off
Matter of
so
fact,
hard.
same question for you. When if somebody had to sign a contract, they become a Giants fan. What should they expect?
They should expect inconsistency, but promise and hope.
All right, what about the Cowboys?
Playoff
I know this
disappointment.
answer, yeah.
Playoff disappointment. But
They should
regular
make it.
season, we're the GOATs. We love the regular season.
Yeah. That's true.
Every game
They
is
probably
like
are the best regular season team.
we like. I'm trying to compare us to an NBA team.
The Nuggets,
Nah, we ain't like
The
the
current
Nuggets.
Nuggets.
the current,
Yeah,
Current
yeah.
Nuggets.
That matter of fact, yes.
the current Nuggets.
Like we're winding down you. We'll be great. In the first half, but then
Or the New Jersey Nets back in the day.
matter of fact, we're like the Nets when they had the big three.
When they had Vince Carter.
No,
Oh, you're talking about that?
the
big-
recent big three.
That was a bust. man.
KD, James Harden,
swept in
and
the first
Kyrie.
round.
I thought you were talking about. I thought you were talking
The
about
biggest
Garnett.
upset in NBA franchise history.
I thought you were
We
talking
be
about
talking about
Garnett
them
Pierce.
three. That's how we look every year. Every time we have a great record, we thinking like
Honestly,
might win this
what's
shit, and
more-
then every year we lose.
She said
Yeah.
the biggest disappointment. What's more of a disappointment though? 2012 Lakers or that?
No, well, you talking about that? What about NBA?
Well, she said the biggest disappointment was the Durant
This-
Harden.
yeah.
I think,
Yeah, I
I
think
think,
it's
I think
that.
it's that because
Yeah.
I think with the Lakers
three
situation,
top 10 players on the same team.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
the Lakers
You can't do anything with it.
Yeah, because like when people say well, the Lakers didn't work out, I'm like, because Nash was way out
Yeah.
the door. I
Kobe
mean, you
was-
Dwight
still-
was still good.
Dwight was still good. He was still having like little back issues.
Dwight didn't want to go.
Yeah,
He wanted to go to Brooklyn to
Why
play
do you
with.
even want to leave Orlando? He was a
Well, he
beast.
asked to go play with Darren Williams
yeah.
originally.
Well, that's a good thing he
Because they
didn't
were-
because Darren Williams was
Well,
ass
They
the
were
rest of his
they were
career.
good buddies.
Well,
So he wanted to go there, and they
he just
traded him
went
to
to
LA.
another team and he wasn't the same.
Well, on the Jazz, Darren Williams was a beast.
He was good on. He was good.
He
on
was
the
good.
Nets.
He was good with the
on the
Nets.
He fell
Not
off at
as
the
good.
end.
Not as good.
I remember watching him on the Nets at the
He-
beginning.
he
He would put up like
used to-
50 points.
Yeah. He
No,
was,
on
he
the
was
Jazz,
dropping 50
he
still.
was still good.
Wait, Chris, are you a Nets fan? Or
I do not have a favorite NBA team
Okay.
actually.
He
Well,
just-
what do you
he
feel
just
about-
matches outfits?
I just like matching for the hats
That's
with
true.
outfits.
what do you feel about Jock Vaughn?
You know what? I feel like I'm gonna be honest. I felt like this season when he came into it, I feel bad because the bullshit you had to deal with coming in as a coach. Like you had to come in, you had to deal with the Kyrie shit.
The crybabies.
You had to deal
Ben
with
Simmons.
Then you got to deal with the Ben Simmons problem, which at this point, Ben Simmons just need to take a
I
step
think
away from the league.
He should just leave. Yeah,
He already
he's
did.
done. Well, yeah, he's out for the season. It's like a nerve in his back. Right, that's like the most recent one.
It's just mentally. It's a mental thing. I think a lot of athletes can probably understand when you have mental block where you can't be the person you be because he went to a franchise in the Sixers where Philly fans, everybody know Philly fans is crazy. So when you perform the way you perform and Philly fans is like looking at you this way, it's like I don't think he could handle that.
No, they broke his. They broke his mental. Like
Yeah, and
genuinely
then
broke it.
going to the Brooklyn Nets was not even better because you're in the New York team, you're in the New York market, and It's
He
not
needs to
good.
go to a team in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, he gotta go
There's
to
no media.
He's
gotta go
gotta
to, like,
have
the-
worst.
you gotta go to like
contract in
the
sports, bro.
you gotta go to like Utah Jazz or like go to the Houston Rockets.
Bro, he has to have the worst contract in sports, bro.
Max.
It's gotta be.
Max
And then he
deal.
changed agents.
It's worse than RJ's.
He changed agents too. Y'all know that, right? He's not with Clutch Sports no more.
You want to talk about bad contracts? You think RJ's contract is bad? Ben Simmons is way
I mean-
fucking worse.
How you feel about your Knicks, man? Now, since y'all might be going back to the playoffs.
Randall's
They are
out.
going
Randall's
back to
out for the rest of the regular season.
Oh shit!
They're just resting him for the playoffs.
Okay.
We're locked into 5. We're pretty much locked into 5. We'll lose in the first round like we did 2 years ago.
And then y'all are gonna be mad.
We'll probably lose to Trey Young again
Y'all
somehow.
gonna say fire Dolan. Y'all gonna say fire Dolan at the draft.
But Dolan just shouldn't own the team anymore. But that's whatever.
He's not. They're not gonna get rid of Dolan. He's been there for years.
He owns MSG, so they're not gonna get rid of him. Otherwise, they wouldn't have a place to play. We're just gonna be the Knicks, man.
Yeah.
It's almost like being a Jets fan in the NBA. We're just the Knicks.
I think
Yeah.
that the Nets have like hope for next season with all the young guys that literally came and made something out of nothing. Like that's kind of how like Jacques Vaughn is. Like I like him as a head coach because he's very wise and he's good with the media, and he, like I said, he like kind of made something out of nothing. You had all these young guys come in end of the season, and they're pretty consistent, and they built it. Bridges literally said it in
saying it,
a
man.
post game press conference. He said like we were just kind of thrown all together and we worked together, and going back to what we said, through practice and building chemistry in practice. They like Cam Thomas and Dinwiddie, all of them just coming together, and I think if they stay this way, I like Cam Thomas.
Don't get any
Play
play.
Cam Thomas.
That's crazy.
get
He
any
had
playing
great surgence of a couple games. Then
40
He
all of a
literally had
sudden.
like his
40
own little
points.
Linsanity.
40
then
points
just
back
dipped.
to back to back.
That's a good
He literally just had a
comparison right there.
Linsanity and
He did.
dipped.
It wasn't as iconic, but it was still there.
Yeah.
Honestly, the documentary, pretty fire.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. That was really nice.
That was a good
really
watch.
That was a good watch.
Oh, look at y'all. Finally
out
doing
Miller.
your homework out here.
That was in class.
I had to watch it.
No.
It was in class.
You think I'm watching all of that?
You think I watched that out of class?
I mean, y'all
Sorry,
could. I
Miller.
mean, okay.
I mean,
not studious.
In my defense, I'd
No.
already watched the Lynn documentary.
Nah, man. But well, as a Knicks fan, how did that make you feel during that time? Like watching that?
Bro, like we were so down because we were supposed to be good.
You had Melo.
Amari and Melo both
Yeah.
hurt. Literally, Tyson Chandler was our leading scorer, and then this little Jeremy Lin runs out there in like the middle of the game. We're down by a bunch of points, and he just goes off. It was honestly probably the most hyped I've been as a Knicks fan in a long time. Probably might be the most recent because
Nice.
we've been shit for a while.
Hey, I mean, you wasn't excited for Porzingis?
A little bit, but then he freaking tore his knee up against the Bucks, and we were shit again.
Yeah. Now
It was short lived.
They got a
You
chance.
still hate him?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. That'll never change. I'll hate Porzingis till the day I die.
Jesus, man.
'Cause
You
he
New
forced-
York fans is
He
crazy.
forced his way out.
He forced
dude.
his way out. He talks so much shit about the organization. He's like, the Knicks are fucking... Dude, I hate that. He might be my least favorite person in sports. I can't even like put
Wow.
words together how much
Y'all
I
got,
hate
y'all got
him.
like a top 3 people who y'all dislike in sports?
Zach Wilson.
Doug Peterson.
Wow. Doug Peterson. Why?
That's interesting.
That's,
I did not expect to hear that.
I did not expect to hear that either.
Because in 2021, it's the 2020-2021 season when he was the head coach of the Eagles, and he blew the game, benched Jalen Hurts when they were down by a touchdown, and
was
it knocked the
hilarious.
Giants out of
That was
playoff potential.
hilarious.
And the they were just Washington at the time, won the division. Yeah, no. And then it gave the Eagles a better draft spot. Like, I wasn't a fan of that, and I don't like his coaching style.
Yeah.
I
that's-
I said that. I literally did an assignment on it once.
I was
He did-
laughing
he did
at my
turn around
Giants
the
fans,
Jaguars,
friends.
though.
So funny.
He did turn on the Jaguars. Yeah. I think I like him on the Jags, but I did not like him on the Eagles. Also because I'm a big Eagles hater. We'll say that.
And he got a statue in the Philly, so we can't get mad at him.
Well, yeah, he won a Super Bowl. So
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Him
Yeah.
and Nick Foles. I know Carson Wentz is sick every time. He probably see that.
I
And
remember-
somebody send that picture to him in his DM like this. Hey,
Future
Carson,
Jet,
you wish
bro.
you was this?
Before
Future
Doug
Jag.
Peterson went to the Jags, like there was talks that he was gonna go to the Jets. Would you have liked him on the Jets?
Yeah.
Yes.
Offensive-minded head coach.
Yes.
I mean,
Super Bowl coach heading to
Doug
the
Peterson
Jets.
has normal eyes.
Our last
so-
offensive minded head coach was Adam Gase.
Adam
I mean,
Gase with
he's
the
also on,
eyes.
like-
Woo.
he was also on
He
crack.
sucked.
I mean, y'all
Do you
got
remember the
Nathaniel
picture of him
Hackett.
do the smelling salts on week?
Yeah.
His first game ever is a video of him on the sideline just snorting.
I remember
smelling
that.
salts.
He was tweaking.
I
bro.
mean, at least he don't, smoke the hookah pen.
he probably does.
I'd prefer that than him getting.
Yeah, that I
Bro.
thought was the funniest clip. What?
Are you talking about the Dolphins head coach?
Sort of-
Mike McDaniel's literally a frat kid, bro. He's literally a frat kid.
He's the definition.
He's a bro.
He's definitely the guy that.
Bro, on the sideline, he's just ripping a vape. I'm like, what are you doing?
I would want him as my
You're
coach.
nice
I
and
would
clean.
I
He's
think
like-
he never thought he was going to be the head
Clean
coach.
hide.
He probably thought, like,
it's
oh,
not
another
clean.
head
Everybody
coach.
fucking saw
But
it.
he's a player's coach.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
He's a definition of
Yeah, 'cause he's past
anything that's
past
happened in the
junior
locker
round.
room
He is.
is okay with him.
He's
I'm
chill
like,
about it. He's funny. He's passionate. He's really smart. I like him.
He is.
wait a minute, did y'all see that picture of all the coaches together?
Yeah.
Bro,
Oh yeah, they were making
What?
fun of
Wait,
him.
what? No, but they were playing a joke talking about Brian Dable. Like,
Yeah.
He's a bouncer at an English pub.
Yeah, that's what I saw. That was
Hold
funny.
on, let me see if I can find
There's
it.
some guys in those
He does
pictures who
look
don't
like
look
it.
like head coaches. Like
He
the,
does.
Like the guy from the Eagles who went to Arizona does not look like a head coach.
You want to know what I love about Brian Dable? Like how humble he is. Because if you want to listen to a good podcast, I mean, it's girly, but it's a Calm Down podcast with Aaron Andrews and Carissa Thompson. That's the one that like I live by. And one time, Aaron Andrews was talking about how she was going into an interview with Brian Dable, and Brian Dable said that he sits down every single week with the groundskeepers at MetLife, and he talks to them because his dad was a groundskeeper. So like, going back to like what I said earlier, you have to appreciate everyone in a workplace, and Brian Dable does that. So that's why I like him.
I've heard he's a really good guy around the building, but
He's just the type of guy I would like want to have a
barbecue
barbecue
see
with.
Woody every day.
Woody
Dable, please
Johnson.
beat Woody up for me.
Woody Johnson. What a guy.
Oh man,
We need our own stadium.
Yeah.
Honestly, I at least said that we should just move to Jersey.
The Jersey Jets.
Jersey
Yeah,
Jets. That
just-
sounds pretty good.
We already have our practice facility there in Florham, so
Mhm.
might as well. I mean, we're like the little younger child in our own stadium.
The practice facility is really nice.
Oh,
It's true.
think
It's
about
like literally in the middle of like
No
a
way.
normal neighborhood,
Yeah.
like Monroe. It's like
Shout
if you
out
were to
Monroe.
have the Jets facility in Monroe,
That'd be fire.
kind of like Gillette Stadium. Like
What
you
is-
pull up and it's like, whoa, there's a stadium right there.
But just think about it. Out of all the New York teams in every sport, we have the least amount of championships. I'm pretty sure. The Islanders
We're
have more
definitely
than
the
us. Rangers have more
we're
than
the
us.
smallest
Knicks
team
have
in New
more than
York.
us. Giants have
Yeah.
more than us. Yankees have more than us. We're last.
And that's
oh my god, look at this.
The Nets
picture,
don't
it's
have any, but they're
crazy.
not even in our city.
no, like literally half these guys don't look like coaches.
No, they really don't. I wish we could like have like a TV.
Put it up on the
Yeah, you can
screen.
put it in post.
Put it in
We
post.
put on post. Like we gotta look at this. Like
We need to get a TV though somehow.
look at Sean
Miller
Payton.
get
Look
on
at Sean
that.
McVay.
You know, Professor Golda did that with a class once. He had like a little monitor set up right here.
I
Yeah.
wanted those so we could do like reference pages and whatnot, do like guessing stuff, but it's on the budget.
Yeah, we got.
Oh,
we
dude,
got-
I would be so good at that. I'm
I literally-
such a nerd.
No,
with
I
stats,
watch
dude.
those on TikTok all the time. They do the baseball
Broadcast
ones.
boys do it.
They do the baseball ones, bro. I'm like, what do I do in my spare time?
Do you listen to John Boy?
Yeah,
I like them.
Peter Moylan.
I like through the
XMLB.
wire.
Through the wires.
Through the Wire is good. Kenny was on with Stephen A. the other day.
Yeah.
He's
Kenny's
little
moving
pit-
up in the world, man.
Stephen A. was like, "Do you want to take my job?"
DM? I'm trying to get this.
Bro, you know how many
Hey.
DMs they got?
Well, I mean,
Thousands. bro.
His is actually for the job, for the editing job.
True, but
Yeah.
still.
Hit up Kenny and hit up Kenny.
Come on, man. You know,
What is your guys like go to podcast if you were to pick one?
Depends on the genre. Like depends
Yeah.
on the genre.
Okay, sports.
Sports. Hmm.
It depends on the sport, kinda.
I don't really like
Fair.
listen to podcasts per se.
I mean, I listen to JJ
I have
Redick one a
clips.
lot.
Yeah, the JJ
Yeah.
Redick one, I like his.
Oh, All the
takes.
Smoke. I like listen to All the Smoke with Matt Barnes and Steven Jackson.
The no chill Gil, the no chill pod with Gil.
I started
Gilbert
watching
Arenas.
that actually, man. They
Gilbert
pretty
Arenas
good.
is really smart. Like he has some smart takes.
Nah, he really spoke about how like college basketball is becoming like a free agency.
It
I
is.
think in general, college sports is
With the
becoming a free
NIL,
agency
yeah.
now.
With the NIL, absolutely.
Yeah,
We
We
did
talked
know his
about it.
class.
We talked about it, yeah.
we did. We
With
did.
Duran Pat or Nigel Pack.
Yeah.
$800,000. Hell yeah, I'm going to Miami for
I
$800,000.
thought, yeah, 800,000.
You're gonna pay me $800. You're gonna pay me $800K to one leave Kansas State in the middle of fucking nowhere, go to Miami. Hell yeah, I'm going to Miami.
Yeah.
And then their ACC Player of the Year is like, oh, what the hell? Like, I'm the best player on the team. Where's my money? Here you go, more money.
Yeah, some more.
Miami's got plenty of money, man. And now that they're in the Final Four, they got even more
Even
money
more
coming
money, yeah.
coming to them.
How y'all feel? How y'all feel about UConn chances?
They're the favorites, which kind of hurts because
Yeah.
we're never the favorites.
That's a lot of pressure on y'all, man.
But like we said, they've won every game by 15 or more.
Yeah.
No,
And half their players are fasting for Ramadan too, like Sanogo.
Yeah.
They're
That's
literally,
right.
Yeah, they're not. They're gonna have to
Mm.
eat PB&Js before the game.
nice.
Mhm.
And they're
gonna have to
literally sitting
drink,
there on. They've been playing on nothing, blowing people out by 15 plus.
Yeah, Sanogo's dropping 20 and 10 on an empty stomach. So
Literally
Oh.
just growling in the middle of the paint.
he's already like his stomach's fucking growling.
He's just scaring
He's
the players
fucking-
away.
Middle of the game, referee be like, "Hey, you hungry? I mean, I got some snacks in my
Nah,
bag."
man, nah, I'm
I
good.
can't.
Ramadan.
Sun's out.
Kyrie played better during Ramadan.
Yeah.
Well, the Mavs didn't.
Oh. The
Mavs
Mavs are a
did.
fucking problem, dude. They needed
Oh,
something.
I see you got your MLB scores. You ready? You ready to talk about Major League Baseball?
I've really been looking at these since like I just remember yesterday at work I was just sitting there freaking refreshing the pages, just checking the box scores.
Garrett Cole with 11 strikeouts.
Honestly, the first
Right.
inning he scared me because he walked like the first guy and then he was 3-0 on the second and third guy, but he shoved like he had like 11 straight Ks.
Hmm.
The Giants are trash though. No offense to the Giants.
Well, he and Webb both had like their most amount of strikeouts on opening
Yeah.
day in their career.
Webb pitched well. They just got. I mean, the Judge homer. Just Judge. I mean,
Just Judge
just
being
Judge.
Judge. Judge doing Judge things.
Literally, I like the second I heard the sound, I was like, "That's out." Like,
Torres.
Yeah.
Torres hit one too, right?
Torres hit one.
That thing snuck out. It was only. It's a short porch.
He's DH.
But it was
now,
good
right?
to see. You want to know?
Yeah.
I loved our lineup yesterday, and like it's good because every single person that came up to bat, I had hope for. It's not like there was IKF up
Not
there
Donaldson.
or Donaldson. I think is gonna have a good season. He said that his body feels good, so
I don't.
What do you consider a good season for him
Well,
now?
like-
Former MVP.
Okay,
Mm.
Donaldson. I want you to hit 250.
That's a little high for him.
I mean, given the fact that he struck out on 3 pitches yesterday, yeah,
Mhm.
that is a little much to ask. 250,
230.
20 homers, 70 RBIs.
20 hormone.
70 RBI? You're fucking crazy.
I need it. He's
I don't
hitting
see him getting
fifth.
20 home runs, but I could see him
I don't
getting
see
more
him-
RBI. Like not 70 RBIs, maybe like 50,
But like this is
60
a guy
range.
who makes 35 million. Like I need you to
I
do
mean, you have,
something.
true.
you
That's
have
a good point.
Judge in there. He's gonna get his.
Well, Judge's
40
gonna get his.
He's gonna get his 40 plus, 100 plus.
Stanton when he plays is gonna get his.
It's good to see LeMahieu out there.
Yes, I love DJ at the top. I mean, the lineup is pretty similar to last year. They just sub Volpe in for IKF. Who
Hmm.
I think Volpe will be really good.
honestly, my best parts of last year were watching Yankee games, waiting for IKF to hit a homer, and it took him 3/4 of the season.
Yeah.
It's the saddest thing I've ever seen in my life.
Cabrera was 0 for 4 yesterday, but
I like
I
him,
mean,
though.
I'm not worried about him.
I like Cabrera.
I think he's one of the most versatile players.
My
You can
one
put him anywhere.
question with this team is there's only one lefty in the pen, and that pissed me off when I saw that yesterday.
Oh yeah.
It's just Wandy, just chilling up there alone. Everyone else is righty.
Hmm.
I'd like to see him pick up a lefty. I don't know where they'll get it though.
Okay, well, let me ask. This is completely off topic. It's not off topic, but it's on topic of baseball. So, the Angels, right?
Yes.
They have 2 of the best players in the league. So, what is the problem? They lost to
Well-
Athletics last
Well,
night.
that's the thing. They have 2 of the best players in the league, and that's it.
Yeah, the rest of their team is been trashed. For the last 10 years, they've had no pitching. They really only have Otani at this point. He's on a contract here. If they suck at the deadline, Otani's going to get traded. I'll say it right now. He's going to get traded.
Otani.
To where?
Yeah, where is the question? He's making.
Well,
he's gonna make.
What if he were to go to the Mets?
I'd be so angry. I'd be so angry. The Mets just have infinite money. Steve Cohen. The Mets have a bigger salary than like the 10 lowest teams in the MLB combined.
It's okay. Mets fans already got there because Verlander's on the IR or IL.
No, Mets.
So-
The Mets are the. Mets honestly are the Jets, of the MLB, but they actually succeed. In
I thought the
I
Angels.
wouldn't say
I'd give it
so.
to the Angels.
Well, the Mets are just like the definition of get disappointed.
The Mets have more regular season success than the Jets, though.
Yeah, they
Can't
do.
even- yeah,
but,
they had
like,
100 wins last year.
The Mets fans just get like cucked every year.
Subway
They think they're
Series
good.
was great last season.
Yeah,
Both of them.
I'd like to see a Subway World Series again.
We were close last year. I honestly thought that last year was going to be the Subway World Series.
2000 was the last time, right?
Yeah, and the Yankees came
Yankees
out.
won, yeah.
The second baseman on the Mets
Back to
dropped,
back to back.
He dropped a pop up.
Back to back to back champs.
Shout out Luis Castillo.
Back to back to back champs right there for the Yanks.
Yeah,
We need a World Series.
it's been a while. 2009.
2009, yeah.
09, wow. It's crazy.
Jeter, A-Rod, Teixeira.
I mean, you
Cano.
guys have 27, so.
Especially after watching The Captain and reliving and like rediscovering, because like I was born in 2002, and so like obviously I know the research of the Yankees like past history and stuff, but hearing it from everyone's perspectives and the way that Jeter like laid out every single one was just something really cool. And it's like I watch it and it's like I want that again. Like I want to experience that. I want to live that. Because 2009, I was 7.
I remember 2009.
I barely remember it.
14-year-old kid, 13. No, I was 15 actually. That was a good time, man.
Beat the Phillies.
It's a great time.
Speaking of Phillies, they're coming to New York on Monday,
Nice.
but I can't work
Damn.
because I have class. There's that
Damn.
fine line where I kind of have to come to school during the week.
Gotta get the academics, you know.
Only one more month, and then it's full baseball.
Oh man,
Phillies gonna be good though. I think Phillies gonna be pretty good this year.
Yeah, I agree.
definitely.
I like to give a
definitely.
couple shout outs though for yesterday. There's a guy on the Rockies named CJ Crone. 2 home runs, 5 RBIs.
CJ
Wow.
Crone. Was he
CJ
a former Tampa Ray?
He bounced around a lot. His best time was with the Angels, but he had 2 home runs yesterday, 5 RBIs for the Rockies. They beat the
Alright.
Padres.
They beat the Padres, wow.
Beat the
All
Padres.
right, I mean, I see it.
The best pitcher, honestly, might have been Cole yesterday. To be honest, it was
11
either
strikeouts.
him or Dylan Cease of the White Sox. He had a no hitter for a while.
What about Otani?
Yeah, how did he do?
Otani did well, but the Angels lost to the A's, which is
Dude,
absolutely.
Wow.
Otani barely let up any runs. He does this every time. Goes off, and then the Angels have no run
Dude,
support.
the Angels are just like
They have no help.
They have no run support. Zero.
I don't know what the Angels do because they always have money and they always spend it, and it just turns into nothing. Like 2 years ago, they signed a bunch of relievers. They all suck. Like the one reliever they paid a bunch of money came in yesterday and he gave up the 2 runs and blew Otani's win.
I had a classmate last year.
Dave Rendon, too.
That said
What?
Otani was trash. I had-
Otani
What?
is trash.
Who said
I had a
this?
classmate
Who said
that
this?
you know who said this. Will Pesek. He didn't think.
He said that?
Well, I think he said he didn't deserve MVP.
That's different. But
That's
Yeah,
why
that's different.
I think he said MVP. Let me not misquote him.
yeah, that's
How
I
does
think
he-
he said he didn't believe he should win.
How does he
MVP
not
that year.
deserve MVP? He's one of the best pitchers in the
the
league.
only reason he didn't
And one of
win
the
is
best
because Judge broke the record. If Judge didn't break the record, Otani was winning MVP.
Well, Otani won it the year before, didn't he?
No. Otani will win it this year. Otani will win it this year.
Yeah, I agree.
And it definitely won't be close. Because when you can hit 30 home runs and you can be a Cy Young candidate, you're just going to win it.
Are
That's
you
an
a
Aaron
supporter
Judge.
or a hater of the World Baseball Classic?
I liked it. I didn't like the timing of it.
Like
because
right before the
Right
major
before the
league-
season, where you got guys who were going out there, getting injured right before the start of the regular season, just doesn't make sense. But I do think it's great because a bunch of it's very worldwide, to the extent where like 90% of the TVs in Japan were watching the final.
Yeah.
Like it just brings in so many different fans. I think it's great. I just think they should find a better time for it. I don't know when that is.
I would say, in my opinion, in that period between like November and January. But see, you're right in the midst of football season.
But then
too.
they also don't want to play like they just played 162 games. Like they don't want to play another few weeks of baseball. Like by that time they're tapped out.
Yeah, unless you do it in like the January, February, I think. I
And
think
it's
that's
just
Say
not
like
bad.
February, like right after the Super Bowl.
Yeah,
Like that Monday they should start it
yeah.
after the Super Bowl.
It really just becomes a weather thing at that point, though. You have to play
That's true.
indoors. I mean, there's a bunch of indoor stadiums though.
You go down south in February, you could still play.
Yeah.
They definitely. It's a good tournament though. They just need to find a better place to put it.
And the good thing about it is that like player gets injured, then the World Baseball Classic like covers their contract, so that gives the team money to work with. Like the Mets, for example, like they have money to work and find another pitcher in replace of Diaz. So
I mean, it does, but I'm sure they'd so much rather just have it.
Oh,
They'd just rather have it
100%.
than Diaz, because there's no replacing him.
100%, but still, at least like that's something.
Yeah.
But I think it's good because, like you said in the beginning of the podcast, that baseball was America's number one sport, and then football took over. So, not that I'm saying that I want baseball to be the number one sport again. I just think that it helps the sport as a whole, because you're seeing all this different talent, all this love, all these players come together, and I think it's a good turnout.
I mean, I think baseball's on the come up though, especially with the rule changes. They're adding the pitch clock.
Oh yeah, love that pitch clock.
Oh my god.
If you ask people what their number one complaint with baseball was, it was the game is so slow and boring.
See,
It's making the game faster, and like especially with the base sizes being the size of a pizza box. I think that's cool because more people are stealing bases.
Mm-hmm.
So it's making the game faster. It's making it more exciting, and you're getting more baseball out of it.
yes,
The
that's what we
averages
need, man.
from yesterday, they cut, I think it was 30, somewhere between 30 and 35 minutes off of a game.
Yeah.
Just
that's
just in
amazing.
the yesterday averages. And this is like the first games of them doing the pitch clock.
I remember last season we would be like, oh, the game was 2 hours and 58 minutes. Yes, like that's crazy. That was a fast game. But now like seeing it that it could be 2 hours and 20 minutes. Wasn't there a game in spring training where it was like, I forget what team, it was like 2 hours and 8 minutes was the game.
I think it was the Mets.
Mets?
Yeah, I think it was the Mets. I forget who they played.
Like that's wild. It's good for the kids too.
Yeah.
Because I remember Michael K when he was on First Take, he said like my son like can just go on his phone and look at the scores of a game. Like he doesn't want to sit there for 4 hours and watch a baseball game. Like no one really does. So I think it's good that it's faster now.
Definitely, man. But any predictions for this MLB season before we be done?
I did say a few weeks ago, I think, I said the Cardinals would go to the World Series. I still hold myself to that. I'll make a World Series prediction now. I'll say Cardinals, Blue Jays.
Blue Jays.
Okay, as
Blue
much as
Jays.
I'm a diehard Yankees fan, I think the Blue Jays win the division. I just see their team is so good in every aspect. There's not a bad player on their team. They have like this good mix of youth and experience.
So Vladdy.
They got Vladdy, they got Bo Bichette, two young guys who have had dads who played in the majors, and they got experience with someone like George Springer, who's won World Series. They have a good pitching staff. There's nothing bad about the Blue Jays. They scare me so much, but they're so good. You got any predictions? You did hype up the Padres.
I'm gonna see Padres and Yankees.
Okay.
That's what I was gonna say.
Padres and Yankees. Because I said I believe the Padres are going to go on the run.
Mhm.
Because, I could see it happening off the free agency moves and the moves they was making. And then the Yankees, they keep playing on a high level. They can go to the World Series. So Padres, Yankees for me.
Yeah. Padres, Yankees.
I can't predict the winner, though. So.
I would like to see the Phillies go back into the World Series. I think they deserve. If it's not the Yankees winning it, I hope it's the Phillies winning it. I also hate the Astros and
Yeah.
I think everybody hates the Astros.
Yeah.
As much as everybody hates the Astros, they're really, really good. So I'm gonna put them in there. I know, trust me. But out of the NL, it's tough, dude.
What it is?
Padres are good. Phillies are good.
You could go
Cardinals
with
are
the Dodgers.
good. Any of those three, really. But I have like dark horse. O'Neal Cruz is gonna be up there for like he's gonna be all-star. He's nasty.
Yeah.
That home run he hit yesterday was so fucking nasty. 101 mile an hour fastball. He crushed it.
Oh,
He's so big.
Crushed.
That's
He's
so
6'7".
big.
I've been.
He's so big.
He's
Winston.
literally the same height as Aaron Judge.
Yeah. And he's like a twig.
And he plays in the infield, doesn't he?
Yeah, he
he's
plays
very
first.
short.
And he's fast.
And he's fast as yeah, dude. He's gonna be an all-star this year. Dark horse MVP candidate too,
O'Neal
in my
Cruz.
opinion.
What are your expectations for Volpe?
I just want Volpe. I don't even need him to go for too much power. I would just like to see him get on base and use his speed. Especially, I know they like to hit him at the bottom right now. I'd like to hit him first. At some point. I'd love to have him set the
I think
table.
it's going to take time.
It will. It
Take
will.
time.
I
But
definitely don't like Judge in the one spot.
No.
I don't think that was
thought
fair.
DJ
When they did that last season, I didn't like
I
it.
thought DJ was the
DJ
one.
usually
He
gets
is. He
lead off,
normally
but
is.
He was hurt a lot
I think
last year.
Judge did hit 3.
Yeah, put Judge at 3 or
Yeah.
4.
They like him at 2 though. Like that's
Yeah.
one of the things Boone just does. I don't really get it,
I
but
think they're going to find their rhythm through
It just makes sense to put him at 3 or 4 though.
Mm-hmm.
I mean they want him to get up as many times as possible is the thing.
Well, yeah, I mean, you
Yeah, I
put him
wouldn't
at
put him at
1.
4.
So
1 or 2.
he has to be in 1, 2, or 3
Uh-huh.
for it to make mathematical sense. But I want Volpe to hit first just so you can have speed on base and have a threat to steal and put runners in scoring position. Because last year it was literally if Judge doesn't hit a home run, no one's knocking anybody in. I just want more people on base. I'd love to see players just hit for higher average.
Yeah.
To be
Put the
honest.
ball in play. Not every Yankee player is like Stanton, LeMahieu, and Judge, like the home run hitters. Like you got to put the ball in play. If you read Jack Curry's book on Paul O'Neill preaches how every time you go up onto the plate, you want to put the ball in play and help your team. You don't want to just try to crank the ball and then end up striking out because what's that going to do? Literally nothing but hurt the team.
It's the Yankees though. That's their lineup though.
Bronx
There's
Bombers.
so many like
That's why they have the nickname.
Yeah.
guys who go up and like they lead the league in strikeouts all the time. But I wish they made a few changes in the lineup, but it's still a good team.
I think it's a good team.
Definitely, man. And before we end this interview, just want to go ahead and give a big shout out to our sponsor, Hometown Worldwide. We just dropped our baseball T-shirts.
Okay.
Came in navy blue with orange letters, white and orange letters, and black and orange letters. So y'all should definitely cop the merchandise. The website will be in the description, so you guys can go ahead and check it out. When it get hot outside, y'all gonna start seeing me wearing like a bunch of Hometown Worldwide shirts up here. So just so you know.
I saw you did a photo shoot with them recently, right?
Yeah.
Saw it on your
corner,
socials and it looked amazing.
You know.
TikTok is fire.
You know.
I love the TikTok.
We try. We try. But, want to thank Molly again for taking the time out of her busy schedule. I know you about to go ahead to the Shoe Spring game, which
Yes.
all you guys
Catch me
should
on
go
top of that
check
scoreboard.
out. Oh, yeah,
Filming.
definitely, y'all. I'll be getting a little nervous sometimes. 'Cause I don't know how y'all do it to go all the way up there.
Well, the thing is, I don't mind the height. I honestly love it because you get the good view of the campus. I don't go on my phone because practices are like at 7 a.m, so I don't go on my phone. Like I just like embrace my time up there. However, when the weather is not perfect, it is hell up there. When it's cold, it's cold. When it's windy, I got the American flag hitting me in the face. When it's hot, I'm almost passing out. But I love watching football. I love that team. So I'm excited for football to come back.
Same here, man. And this concludes the Sport Aces podcast. I'm Chris Ortega.
Anthony Conzi.
Tom Bucciferro.
And Molly Jacob.
And we will see you next week with Coach Minetti.
Thanks for having me, guys.
You're welcome.